Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time, having suffered the loss of Lae'zel, we decided to make the decision, that's a really good sentence. We decided that instead of trying to fight the army of goblins out front of the chapel, we would come down into the Underdark and seek other comforts and safety and sanity. Unfortunately, Shadowheart got very murdered along the way, and unfortunately only a cleric with access to the spell Revivify on her character sheet and our class spell list can cast Revivify. A rogue and a fighter are not capable of casting spell scrolls for spells that they do not have on their spell list, and since they do not know any spells, they are unable to cast such a spell. Cast spell, spellcast, cast spells. Over here, though, there is a trader.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service.
So we need to go and see the myconoids first.
Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than the fungi.
Do you have anything to trade?
I do enjoy a good bargain.
Okay. Well. Spells that do damage are no good to us, as is most spell casting. A supply pack would not be unwelcome right now because of how many issues we have with... From this location, we can't get to our standard camp where we had hidden most of our food. So, let's see. We can definitely sell that, and that, and that, and that. Get rid of those, and that. So that gives us some trading power. I'll take the food. Ray of Blasting. Scorching Ray is not something we can attack with because it's a damage spell. Sunwalker's Gift. The ring's arcane jewel parts all but the darkest of shadows. That would be good for Frobo, but we cannot currently afford it. And this does more damage with magic missiles, which we cannot cast. So we will trade for the food. Is there anything else we want to get rid of? I don't think so. What, Frobo? What are you holding on to? We're going to need the guidance cantrip, potentially, now that we don't have Shadowheart with us. And we don't have much else in the way of magic stuff to sell either. Well, this is quite the pickle.
Very well. I have much...
Let's go and find the myconoid leader. Have that conversation. I think it's this one. Spore Myconoid Sovereign. Sounds like the correct one. Hello.
The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh Talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwegar, dark dwarves, chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwegar invaders near Lake's edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
We will do what we can.
An illusion comes over you. A Dwagar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
I can spare you no warrior. Too many were lost. But accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the circle a service. We will await word.
Okay.
It replies with an echoing screech and returns its gaze to the corpse. Unusual spores waft from the decaying flesh.
Haste Spore Flask. This is new to me. Thousands of white spores buzz against the glass, impatient to be released. Is that like haste as in potion of speed haste? Or something else? Because I've certainly never seen this before. If it's like a full haste spell, it would be a minute of extra actions rather than 3 turns. A minute being 10 turns of 6 seconds apiece. Otherwise, I don't know what it is we've just been offered. But we have just received a job. A job that I don't know that just the two of us are up to. But for right now, in this very moment, we are safe. We don't have any extra way to get up to the surface right now. But hey, one thing at a time. So, this is the This is the wall of vines that they were speaking of. If we can complete our quest, then we are rewarded access behind here, where there is the Shadow of Mezabrazan, shrouded in shadow action, as well as some potential other supplies on a Drow Scholar, and some cheese. Oh, we need the food, we do. But I don't know that we will be able to kill the Drow that lay in wait ahead on our own. This lady is looking for Balin.
Step quick.
I
think I know where they are, but...
Come, talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
The bustle of the city's marketplace.
The creature cringes, overwhelmed by the throngs, and reveals its own home, a humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Dwagar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwagar rot. I mean to join you.
Absolutely, we will take every ally we can right now.
In the Underdark, and I will follow. We cleanse the rot together.
Okay, so while we have lost Shadowheart and Lae'zel, for the time being we have gained Glut. And I think we can see Glut's character sheet. So, 44 hit points, 14 AC, 27 movement speed is oddly specific. 14 strength, 10 dex, 16 con, 12 intelligence, 10 and 10 for wisdom and charisma respectively. sun sickness, disadvantage while in light. Dark vision up to 40 feet. And we have multi-attack, 3d4 plus 2 bludgeoning, 3d4 poison, and 3d4 plus 2 bludgeoning, which is incredibly good. And animating spores. Release spores at a corpse to animate it as a spore servant under your command. So these are going to be incredibly useful to us. As for where we're going to be using them first, I'm not too sure. Let's get Astarion a couple of potions, because he's low on health and I don't want to spend another short rest or long rest immediately. Amusingly, we're still under the effect of aid until we take a rest. So, heading out this way, what will we find? I've only come through the Underdark really once, so it's still a bit of a mystery to me. I know we can find Susabark trees, and this person down here is having a bad day, but that is not something that I think I can help with in my current situation. Is the whole party here? They are.
Sharp, deep and fresh. Someone's marking their territory.
Is it the bullet?
Subtle steps.
Because, oh boy, how I would love to kill it and reanimate it to be on our side.
Over there.
A severed arm is lovely. Right, we're not going to mess with that today. Blibberbangs. I love the sound of a blibberbang. And as we get closer, they get more glowy and threatening. So how about we just deal with that like this? And like that. I'm not sure I can shoot them as fast as they're going to grow back. Oh yeah, hook horrors. That's a thing. Well, if these spores will go... 105 turns remaining. Eh? Alright, well we might want to do something else about that then, if they're going to be there for 100 turns. Do either of us have a torch? Or does somebody else have the torch we've been previously carrying through this adventure? Because obviously I never thought it wise to stack up on a few extra torches or candles. I've just left every one I've ever seen in the past. Alright, this is going to be expensive, but hey. Why can't I throw you? Because I don't have the correct character selected. Alright, the poison's gone. Now we just have to wait to hope that the fire goes out. We don't care about this magical aura that is going to prevent us from casting spells, because we are not the spell casting type.
These flowers. What is this feeling?
Okay, we are in a fight. And we have Glut up first. How much movement speed did you have? 27. Such an odd number. There are no corpses here, so we will dash our way down. Or jump over Frobo if he refuses to get off of that step. Let's just go with a standard ranged attack for now, see how things go. Nice start. That's a bad time.
Shut that oversized chicken up.
I would love to, Astarion. I really would. So we hide outside of its perception range, which should let us sneak attack. Can I have disadvantage against the creature? Now, why do we have disadvantage? We have dark vision. We're hidden. Why? I really thought that was 29 for a very brief second. Can we get in range for a multi-attack? Please let me get in range for a multi-attack. No, apparently not today. So we will get right up in its gums for next turn. Astarion. Nope, this is Frobo. Careful distinction to make for sure. Let's see if we can't keep our Myconid friend a little bit extra alive. What do you mean? Oh, yes, okay. What do you mean too low? Literally had the sword selected because I'm daft. Right, they're very afraid, which meant they skipped their turn, which is lovely. Can we get another sneak attack in from here? Apparently not. We'll try and hide again. Now we get to the big stuff. Oh, it's so much damage. Now animate that for me, please. And now we have a friendly neighborhood hook horror. What does the hook horror do? Can we see its character sheet? We can. 62 hit points, 14 AC, 30 movement speed, 18 strength, 15 constitution, 12 wisdom. Dumped all the other stats. Multi-attack, 2d6 plus 4 piercing twice at a range of 10 feet. Bleeding creatures take 1d4 piercing damage at the start of each turn. Alright, so we've actually just built ourselves a tiny little army. How long does the spore go on for? The animating spores have taken a Myconoid sovereign, have taken over the dead creature's body, moving it according to the sovereign's will. So if we take our party now,
Shall we?
and if we could just figure out where the beach is. That direction, I think. Oh yeah, hostile Dwarga. There's another hook horror down there. Somewhere. If we can get through this path of foes, we can probably make it to the beach. And with our extra support, we might actually stand a chance in that fight. So, where is the hook horror? I don't see it. Could be up in the tree, perhaps. That's offering me to shoot the plants, I think. Which is not really what I'm going for right now. So we'll get everyone together down here. If they are indeed going to work with pathfinding. And is the hook horror going to come along? Is it going to play ball? Alright, we'll get there eventually. Right, well. Lae'zel and Shadowheart look very different if you want to perceive things that way. But for right now, we have 4 members in our party. And we have a goal. So join me next time. We'll see if our new merry band of creatures can defeat some dark dwarves at a beach down the road. And then maybe we'll go off for a little summer holiday or something. In any case, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.